Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short, and he'll make it across the 20. As his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now Griffin on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
Let's go,
A gain of 32 that time. Well, how about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Griffin. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch tight. Tight is right. You got three down.
Throwing again. Griffin. Flush to his right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Up to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Going deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Check 45 to Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
On first down, Peyton. And he's got some space here. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Walter Payton, 89 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Go. At their own 20-yard line.
Shut.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A give to the game's all-time leader, Emmitt Smith. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Set, ready. Pittsburgh. Check, 43. It's our field. This is it. Hey, it's our field.
From the gun, it's Griffin. Escaping the pressure right. Airing this one up. He's got a man. Complete. Give him 32 on the play.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. Here's Griffin, flushed out right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Walter Payton, an 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Let's bring it.
From the 24, Griffin eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ryan Shazier able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. They'll run on first down. Payton, and not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Jones has it. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
This will be taken short. and he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Griffin under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Check 6 guys. March 43. March 43. Hey, me and you all day. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Out of the gun, Griffin. And he's got Fitzgerald. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive. In pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I got you. I got you. Alert! Wahoo!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And incomplete to open things up. Six-time Pro Bowler Calvin Johnson, the intended target. But it's going to be second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Hey, high 7.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
56. Hey, Delta.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Switch it. Come here, switch it. 43 is a man. Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Hey, Hayward.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Half 85. Jim. Hey, we got Mike. Smooth. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Allen going to go on 4th down. That is caught by Moss for a Bills touchdown. Randy Moss there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
They'll start here with Jackson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. On second down, it's Jackson. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Play action. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. On second down now, Peyton. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down.
He's coming, double up.
Here's Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Walter Payton, 55 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
You draw Corker. Middle. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Allen. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Allen now on first down. Got a man. It's Johnson. End zone for a Bills touchdown. Calvin Johnson there to make the grab. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. They'll run now with Bo Jackson. He'll have a first down past the 40, as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. 56 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
43 is the mic, boy.
Alert, alert, alert. 5.
Watch the screen.
From the 31, Allen. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Randy Moss with his second touchdown here in this first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
From the 30 on second down, Jackson flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this, and that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. They go play action with Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and that'll make it third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Julio Jones there to make the grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To the shotgun snap to Allen. Going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He will find T.O. That's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Terrell Owens, 37 yards, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. It's caught. Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Jackson will throw again. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They run the counter. It's Jackson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Jackson, he'll buy some time right. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now Jackson on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Night Train Lane. And he is all the way up past the 25. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And he'll get this one complete to T.O. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Terrell Owens racking up catches in this contest, not uncommon from his playing days, where he listed at targets in bunches.
Yeah, I know a lot of people remember, maybe not the younger crowd, but back in 2000, he had 20 in a single game against the Bears, and that's the NFL record. Now with the play clock almost gone, Sean McDermott's going to call for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
March 43.
Middle. Hey, Alpha.
25. Check 25. Check 25. Check 30.
From the gun, it's Allen. Big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns, excellent job on that play. A big loss, 18 yards. Another try after the first down sack. Allen going up top. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
You can't stop me.
Play action. Now Jackson. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jackson on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And got his man complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll run it. The ball comes out, and this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery, but on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. Back now in Buffalo. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. They'll roll him out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
He'll live to fight another down, right?
Jackson looking to throw on third. Being chased out left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, orbit.
Check, 43.
Now Allen. There goes a deep ball. End zone. That is caught by Moss for a Bills touchdown. Randy Moss, 31 yards. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This is taken at his 4.
Niners control first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Our time. It's our time. Hayward. Switch. Check three.
Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. That's caught by Jackson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Jackson eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 21. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
This is taken at his 4. And some good coverage there by the kick. Team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. On 3rd down, here's Bo. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Bo Jackson. He won't go down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, Peyton. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to rifle one, and the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 55 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. That was a nice little setup there off play action for the long touchdown pass.
Yeah, I've got to tell you, it brings back bad memories for a guy like me as a former defensive back because in a playbook I knew a long time ago, we described that play pattern as draw pass 9 go, meaning fly pattern after the play action pass, trying to hit him for the deep ball, and boy, were they successful on that one. So tough because his speed is so great, you've got to make sure you don't miss any cues or keys in order to try and keep up with him.
Draw past 9 go. That's still a nightmare to this day.
Yeah, I still wake up in the middle of the night and feel the guy going past me.
He's going to let this one fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Kenny Houston, the Hall of Famer, in on the tackle there. On second down, this is Jackson. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Play action. It's Jackson. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now it's Jackson, flush to his right. He'll get this complete to Walter Payton. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On first down, Jackson. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a